Assalamu alaikum. Very good afternoon to all. So, our Health and Safety Committee of Engineering Department is having a great pleasure to conduct this online fire extinguisher training program. So, first of all, I would like to welcome our respected Dean, Dr. Azza Ahmad Said Al-Maskari, and she is a great inspiration for us to do new things and to learn new things. So this is one of the outcomes of this one. And I also welcome our committee chairman, Assistant Dean for Administrative and Financial Affairs, Dr. Yusuf Hamis Al-Mafsali, and who is the initiator and the biggest motivator of this training program. And next, I am just welcoming Dr. Fatma Nasser Al-Harthi, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs. She is also a great motivator to do new things. Thank you, ma'am. And now I welcome our head of the department, Dr. Sami, and Dr. Syed Mohammad Saad, HOS Mechanical, and Dr. Shamkant, HOS Electrical. So actually they are always with us when we are trying new things, as like in a department, any activities, or like in our committee activities. So they are always behind us and give a great support for us. And for this event also, they gave a great support. So when we propose, they immediately accept, and so they gave the permission to do this one. And now I invite you all head of the departments and centers of all the departments and centers. And I also welcome our ICT staff members. So once again, I welcome you all. So this is a virtual fire extinguisher training program. Actually, originally we will conduct this program normally as like a hands-on training program. But due to this pandemic situation, unfortunate, we couldn't call the staff in person, and we couldn't show that hands-on training program means conduct the hands-on training. But anyhow, so this we try as a means first thing to conduct one virtual fire extinguisher training program. So this is the first step we have taken. So regarding that means online training program. So later, so we will try more training programs related to the health and safety. And now I would introduce our dynamic team members. So those who are going to take part for today's training program. Mr. V. Loganathan is our event presenter. He is our health and safety team member of engineering department. And I would like to introduce Mr. Mukhtar, Mr. Muralidharan, Mr. Hamisila, who helped us in preparing that fire, and they are going to do the fire demonstration. And I also welcome Mr. Donato and Mr. Rajababu, Mr. Humaid, and Mr. Sujit, Mr. Vinit, and Dr. Varadaraju, and Madam Mufida, who are the organizers of this event. Directly and indirectly, they are helped us to organize this event. Okay. So now we are going to just start to explain about the types of fires and the types of fire extinguishers and how to operate the fire extinguisher. So the procedure in operating the fire extinguisher. So now I would like to invite Mr. Loganathan, our event presenter, to explain about the remaining things. So thank you and welcome you all once again.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I am happy to invite you all for this firefighting drill. In today's program, we are going to see the different types of fires, the classes of fires, and the different types of fire extinguishers, and how we can use those fire extinguishers to extinguish fire in case of any fire emergency. First, let me explain you the classes of fire. First one is the class A fire, that is the fire which is caused due to combustible solids. There you can see some examples like solid firewood, some cloth and paper. This comes under the category of combustible solids, which can easily cause fire. And the second one is the flammable liquids. Those flammable liquids includes petrol, diesel, and other chemicals which are flammable, including paints, ether, tar, and alcohol. And the third one is class C. And class C includes flammable gases. Gases like liquefied petroleum gas, propane, hydrogen, acetylene, all these comes under this category. Then class D, flammable metals. There are some metals which can easily get fire in industrial environment like magnesium, aluminum, lithium, sodium, and these are come under class D. And the next one is the class E, the electrical appliances. The electrical appliances which includes wires, switchboards, fuses, and the last one is the class F, which is combustible cooking media. That means in our kitchen we can see oil pans which is used for a long duration of time if unnoticingly kept in the gas cylinder, and it can easily cause fire. So these are all the various types of fire, and there are different types of fire extinguishers which are available to extinguish these fires. Now let us see one by one. First one is the water. Water is the common type of fire extinguisher which we are using, which is usually with red color. And the second one is the foam. That foam is another type of material which is used in that fire extinguisher for extinguishing the fire. Next one is the dry powder. The dry powder is with the color code of blue, and a chemical powder which presents inside that fire extinguisher is used as a arc quenching medium. And the last one is the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is with the color code black, which is used to extinguish fires. Each type of fire extinguishers is specifically made to extinguish a specific type of fire. For example, if you see water, it cannot be used for fires which is caused due to electrical appliances or flammable liquids like that. It can be used only for combustible solids. If you take foam, it can be used for combustible solids and other liquids. If you take dry powder, it can be used for almost all types of fires. And last is the carbon dioxide, which is also a very good fire extinguishing material. Here we can see the various types of firefighting equipments which is available in our college premise, along with the fire extinguisher, which includes fire alarm, hydrant system. Hydrant system is a system which will be kept over a water tank for supplying water. Then hydrant accessories, which includes nozzles, pipes and tubes, and hose reel. Hose reel is a long pipe which is wound like a coil in certain places where they want to extinguish fires. And a fire blanket. Fire blanket is a small blanket. We can see this in our kitchen, and this can be used as a very good firefighting equipment. In case if any person got a fire accident, immediately this fire blanket will be used to put over them to extinguish that fire. Next one is the smoke detector. Whenever we get a fire, it is a common thing that we know there will be a smoke. So that smoke will be detected by using this smoke detector, and once the smoke is detected, there is a water sprinkler. Water sprinkler will be used to sprinkle water over the area where there is a fire. And this is the hose box, which is acting like a housing for the hose reel. And this is our fire hose. Then fireman axe. Fireman axe is used to break some glasses or some materials in case of any emergency. Then next one is the fire bucket. Usually this fire bucket will consist of sand, and some buckets will consist of water to quench the fire. Then fire helmet. Usually this fire helmet will be worn by the fireman who is directly fighting with the huge fires. And safety shoes and dust masks, this we already know. Hand gloves and firefighter safety goggles. In case of fire due to smoke, it will be difficult for us to have a clear visibility when we are entering a place where there is more fire. At that time, it will be useful for us to have a clear vision. And based on this, we have a procedure to use the fire extinguisher. How to use a fire extinguisher properly to extinguish the fire, there is a procedure which is termed as a PAS. P, it means pull. A, it means aim. First S is for squeeze and second S is for sweep. There will be a safety pin which is available in the fire extinguisher. The first step, we have to remove that safety pin and then we have to aim at the base of the fire. Whenever there is a fire, don't try to aim at the top of the fire. It is important that we aim at the base of the fire to quench the fire immediately. Then we have to squeeze the handle and we have to sweep over the entire cross section of the fire. This is the procedure which is termed as PAS. And this fire extinguisher has to be used only if we are confident that the fire is of a small magnitude and it can be easily extinguished by us with the help of that fire extinguisher. If suppose we think that this fire is a very big fire and it needs a professional help and it is not acceptable for us to be in that place, then it is important to follow this fire action. First thing is, we should not get panic. We have to press the alarm. We should not get afraid. Then if possible, we have to call the fire brigade. We can also call 9999 or 999, any help numbers, we can call them and they will come for immediate help, because all numbers are interlinked. They will send fire engines to the place where there is a fire accident. Then we have to leave the building. Our college premises, we have the emergency evacuation plan posters in almost all the classes, labs, the main hall, library, everywhere. So there, the path to reach the assembly point is very clearly mentioned. We have to follow that and we have to reach the assembly point. We should not stop somewhere to collect our personal belongings. Oh, my phone is there, oh, my bag is there. We should not stop like that. It is important for us to first safeguard our life. So first thing what we have to do is to reach the assembly point. Then if there is a possibility, don't use the lift. If you are in a second floor or third floor, even if you are in the fifth floor, kindly use the stairways. Don't use the lift in case of a fire accident. Then report soon to the assembly point and do not return to the building until you are authorized to return back. Then in that assembly point, whatever instruction provided, we are supposed to follow that instructions, and only after everything is clear, we have to reach back to that place again. These are the common instructions that has to be followed in case of a fire emergency. Now let us have a small demonstration using these fire extinguishers. One of our technician, now he will demonstrate by creating a fire and it will be extinguished with the help of a fire extinguisher. Here we have 3 different types of fire extinguishers in our college. This one is the carbon dioxide CO2 fire extinguisher, and this one is the foam type fire extinguisher, and this one is the dry powder type fire extinguisher. Now using this, we are going to extinguish the fire which we are going to create here for demonstration purpose.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you all today? My name is Khamis Al-Maskari. I am working in the university. I am working in the college. Today, inshallah, I will explain how to use on the type of the extinguishers. طبعا بتحدث باللغة العربية. طبعا ما هي أنواع طفايات الحريق؟ طبعا هذه مطفاة ثاني أكسيد الكربون. طبعا يستخدم هذا النوع زين من المطافي مع جميع أنواع الحرائق، زين ما عدا حرائق المعادن، هذا CO2. وهذا طريق طبعا هذه مطفاة الرغوة، زين تستخدم لإطفاء حرائق السوائل القابلة للاشتعال كالسوائل البترولية والأصباغ. أما هذه طبعا دراي بودر، مطفاة البودرة تستعمل في إطفاء أغلب أنواع الحرائق، ومن ضمنها حرائق الأجهزة الكهربائية. طبعا ما هي مكونات طفاية الحريق؟ طبعا موجود فيها ذراع التشغيل ومسمار الأمان، الفوهة طبعا اللي داخلها، ومقبض حمل الطفاية، المقبض، وساعة قياس ضغط الهواء، وقسم الطفاية، والحامل، وأيضا هناك لتثبيت الطفاية على الجدران خرطوم الطفاية وتعليمات الاستخدام وقاعدة الطفاية. كيفية استخدام طفاية الحريق؟ طبعا أول بداية حمل الطفاية بيد، والإمساك بنهاية الخرطوم باليد الأخرى. excuse me. طبعا حمل الطفاية هكذا باليد اليمين، والإمساك هكذا طريقة حمل الطفاية باليد اليسار، والإمساك على الخرطوم باليد اليمين. إزالة مسمار الأمان الموجود في عنق المقبض، هذا المسمار. اختبار طفاية الحريق، وذلك من خلال الضغط على المقبض واحد، ثم الذهاب إلى مكان اشتعال الحريق هكذا. طبعا خفض القامة عند الاقتراب من مكان الحريق، توجيه قاذفة مادة الإطفاء باتجاه النار المشتعلة، وتحريك الخرطوم يمينا ويسارا حتى ينطفي اللهب، الرجوع إلى الخلف برفق مع تركيز النظر على موقع الحريق خوفا من اشتعال ثانية، مكافحة الحريق للتيار الكهرباء مع اتجاهه إذا وجد. طبعا بنعمل طريقة إطفاء الحريق.
Thank you, Mr. Alice.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Sorry. So I thank Mr. Loganathan, the event presenter, for his nice presentation, and I thank also Mr. Hamis. Actually, he voluntarily came and he has done this one. So thanks, Mr. Hamis. And I also thank Mr. Mukhtar, Mr. Rajababu, and Mr. Donato for organizing this demonstration. And I hope you have enjoyed this event. So this is a regular event. Actually, so a lot of things we need to improve in this one. We know that one because this is the first time we are trying like this, like online streaming training program. So hope in future in other health and safety means that like these training programs we will improve and we will add more features and which you can enjoy more in this one like these events. Now I will call Mr. Syed Mohammad Saad to give the vote of thanks. Sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, basically this program was very wonderful and they arranged very nicely. Health and Safety Committee always working very hard, and they are conducting several programs as well. But because of pandemic, this time they arranged this online program as well very nicely. Mr. Loganathan has presented nicely and he explained each and everything, whatever it is there. As we know that the fire extinguisher is basically, we can define as one word like pass. So Mr. Loganathan has already explained nicely, and this program is really very fruitful and we enjoyed a lot. So I would like to thank all the Health and Safety Committee members along with ETC, those who were supporting us every time. So really I would like to thank as well as ETC department as well. And I would like to inform you that health and safety, already the specialization committee has proposed, maybe they are going to introduce as a subject from next academic year. So this type of program is really very good for the students as well as the staff members, those especially who are going to handle this health and safety as a course or as a subject. So once again, I would like to thank Health and Safety Committee, and I would like to request to the Health and Safety Committee to arrange some more programs. And this type of programs are really very beneficial for each and every person. Health and safety, health and safety is not only for the engineers. As a common person, also the health and safety is necessary for each and every one. So last again, I would like to thank Health and Safety Committee and the Viknesh and Mr. Viknesh and his team. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your kind motivation. And once again, I thank our college administration for giving us this opportunity and great support on conducting this fire extinguisher training program, especially Mr. Badar and Mr. Ali and Mr. Ahmed of administration department and ETC department. A very great thanks for this live coverage. Thank you, Mr. Wahab and his team, and for the maintenance department and for the cleaning department also. We are very thankful. And so let me meet again one another like this live training program. So thank you very much from Engineering Department Health and Safety Committee and College Level Health and Safety Committee. Thank you very much. Thank you.